in front of a standing room only crowd. This joint is abuzz with activity. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And you can see the results right there. It's been about what we'd expected up to this point. Very tightly played, very tightly contested series so far. It sits at 2-1 right now, but I've got a feeling it's going to take at least 6 games, maybe even all 7 games to decide a winner in this one.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Minnesota Twins.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
I think you really have to be patient in this one. Work the count, take some pitches, and then put the ball in play. I think you're going to have to try to manufacture runs 1 base hit at a time.
Irvin Santana will be on the mound for Game 4. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, real effective outing for him in his last start. Got the win and did not give up any runs. He'll try and do that again here.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
7:05.
And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
And there's one for the old confidence. How about a 3-pitch strikeout to start the ball game? I'm sure it'll get tougher from here, but it never hurts to keep that leadoff guy off base.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. Santana steps into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Escobar has it in his tracks. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Oh, you can definitely feel and tell that it's October out there. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. Here, this ball sounded pretty good off the bat, and you wonder if it would have been a different story if it was mid-July out there.
Josh Donaldson gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
Edwin Encarnacion will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Here it comes, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Right side hit hard. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to breeze his way to a 1-2-3 top half, but back-to-back hits have turned the tables on him here with 2 outs in the visitors' first.
Jose Bautista will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
2 down, runners at first and second. Called strike, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santana is there, and the inning is over. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key for them here tonight?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Marcus Stroman is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Danny Santana comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Danny Santana.
Lays off 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Grounded back up the middle. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. As he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to right field. There to take it is Bautista, and he's got it for out number 2.
Well, you always want to avoid using a lot of energy in the early part of the game, and he's taking that to heart. 5 pitches and 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first.
Miguel Sano gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. With the book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And he is into scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double.
Well, you know, it's never too late to get a first-inning rally started. This one's going to find the gap for 2 bases, so now at least to give your cleanup guy a shot to maybe drive in that first run of the game.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the series as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Hard liner toward short. But this is right to Tulowitzki at short, and that'll end the inning. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Leading off the inning, Chris Colabello, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Chris Colabello.
Santana looks in. First pitch on its way. swing and a liner, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, one thing you can always say when you're facing a guy like this is that he's going to strike hitters out. The question is, are you going to make him work for those strikeouts? And if those 3 pitches are any indication at all, these guys could be in for a long night.
Standing in now, Devin Travis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it, and he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Russell Martin takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's by him for strike 1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Runners on first with 1 down. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Boy, and that is 4 hits already here in the first 2 innings. Now, they need to work on breaking into that run column.
Michael Saunders will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
Well, it seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And I believe we're going to have a balk call here. And that'll be a costly one, as you can forget about the double play now. They're runners at second and third with 1 away. One and 2, here it comes. Hit to first. Mauer's there. He'll go to the bag for 1.
Well, this is going to get him a run closer. A simple ground ball here plates the runner from third, and we're back now to a 1-run game.
Troy Tulowitzki is in to try and get that second run of the inning across, as he'll have a runner at third now with 2 away.
Yeah, 1 run's good, but you don't want to leave that guy stranded at third base. It'd be clutch right here if you could get him in somehow.
Line drive to left. Escobar is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom of the second. The Twins are in front, 2-1. Trevor Plouffe will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Third baseman, Trevor Plouffe.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. But once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
And if you get him to look at strike 1, why not go back to that same pitch in the same part of the strike zone, and they'd catch him looking again.
On the ground to the left side. Donaldson's up with it. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Yeah, on a slow chopper like that, that is the third baseman's ball if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base, so he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
So here's Joe Mauer. It's a swing and send a line drive out to right field. In is Batista, but this gets down a base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
The 0-1 on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a two-run shot to right center. His third home run of this series as the Twins push their lead up to 4-1.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
In now, Kurt Suzuki.
Catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. They're saying 417 feet, the distance on that last home run. One out, nobody on. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bautista on the run, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Danny Santana.
Danny Santana will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Santana will take the turn and head for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a two-out double.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
Striding into the box, Eduardo Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Cut fastball inside, ball one. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
The 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Miguel Sano gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We've played two. It's now 4-1 in favor of the Twins. Kevin Pillar is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Runs up and gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Oh, that's just a thing of beauty right there. Watch how late he shows. Then he deadens that thing about 30 feet or so down the third base line, and with his speed, no chance of throwing him out.
Josh Donaldson is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1. Santana comes set. 0-1 on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Ground ball right side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, I think that's a smart decision right there, not to force that throw back against your body. You don't want to set him up with a first and second. So that's a smart play just to take the out at first base.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Skied into straightaway right. Sano giving chase. 2 gone. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. Jose Bautista is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Four to one's our score here in inning number 3. One and 0 pitch on the way. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for Toronto. They trail it 4-1. Brian Dozier digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Scorched to third. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Eduardo Escobar stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Smoke toward the hole. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
This is a little bit of a surprise in pitch selection here. I mean, the guy was just way late on the fastball the pitch before. Why throw something soft in the strike zone and speed up his bat? That's only doing the guy a favor.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fastball called strike. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Here comes Escobar heading for the plate. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
So here's Joe Mauer. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
One out and a runner on second base. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Saunders has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Ready now, Eddie Rosario. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And he takes ball 1. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. The run scores from second. It's 6-1. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Things are not going any better for him this inning either. That's 6 runs he's given up so far, and I don't think I've seen anything that tells me he's about to turn things around.
Kurt Suzuki is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Pilar moves over, and that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 3 full here in game number 4. It's the Twins 6 and the Blue Jays 1. Leading off the inning, Chris Colabello. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. Around first, heading for second now. And a good bounce back from 0-2. It's a leadoff double.
And this usually stems from a guy that's sitting on a fastball. So when he gets that changeup, normally he's so far out on his front foot, he'll just hook it foul. But instead, this time he's able to stay back, keep his hands back just long enough to keep this one fair right down the line.
Stepping in now, Devin Travis, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. One 0 count. Here it is. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Russell Martin waits on deck. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Russell Martin will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the stretch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. 1 away.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. I mean, that's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Michael Saunders.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Saunders. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Swing and a line drive. Foul. And here's a ball hit in the air. Escobar on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Comes set with the 0-1. And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Hard hit ball to second. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. And the run is in to score from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, he'd been able to get that pitch by him earlier in the game. Not this time. He's all over it here, and he's going to bring home a couple on the 2-run double.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. 2 out here and a runner at second. High and deep to right center field. Santana ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. Now a 6-4 ball game.
Boy, back-to-back well-hit balls are going to get him a run right here. You've got one runner already at second following the double. And he's just going to switch places with him out there as this ball winds up off the wall. And they're getting some good swings right now as they get a run on back-to-back doubles.
Josh Donaldson will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. In there, and it's even at 1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Hot shot toward third, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it 6-5 now.
The batter, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and it appears a change is on its way, as that'll do it for Irvin Santana. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Casey Fiend is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. First delivery to him on the way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready with the 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Four runs here in this half inning. Hit in the air out toward left. Escobar shading to his right, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Minnesota leads this one 6-5. Danny Santana will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game.
Yeah, and how about that last half inning? Now it's up to these guys to respond. Maybe punch back, if you will.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Stroman steps into the windup. Here's the 0-1. This one's flared out toward left. Saunders moving to his left. 1 out.
And you know, for a while there, this was starting to look like this might be a lost cause, but now after the 4-run inning, he's got a real job to do out there. His guys are right back in this thing, so they need a shutdown inning here. And that's a good job to get that first out.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez. He drew a walk his first time up. And that misses, ball 1. One out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I think all these hits are making him a little gun-shy out there. He's starting to aim the ball and to nibble. When calls don't go your way, that can be trouble.
2-0 pitch on the way. Hard hit towards center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, in this at-bat, he did everything right. He got himself into a good hitter's count. That's 2-0. Found a good pitch to hit, and he hit it hard. Just unlucky, I guess. He hit it right at somebody.
Here's Miguel Sano. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. Leading off the inning, Jose Bautista, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. The windup and the 0-1. Weak roller right side. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Now batting.
Boy, that's some movement out there on the mound. You see that as a righty, he'll naturally fall off a bit to the first base side of the mound, and he just uses that momentum to field this thing on the run and do it all himself.
Standing in now, Chris Colabello. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Santana ranging back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some major league playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
So striding in, Devin Travis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2. Third double of the game for these guys, as you see the comparison there. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 1-2 pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Russell Martin will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. has to be thinking strikeout here. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Brian Dozier comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Stroman looks in. First pitch on the way. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Hit to short. Tulowitzki scoops it up. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
The left fielder, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
And so far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. And these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over him.
Settling in now, Trevor Plouffe. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Pause, now the pitch. Swing and a line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
And right off the swing, you thought, oh, you got a hold of that one. You know, it looked like he was really sitting on the breaking ball, but he got under it just enough that, you know, it wound up being a pretty harmless out.
Joe Mauer will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Hold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Well, even though he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 70% of the batters he's faced, the rest of his game has not been sharp, and he's not pitching well.
The 0-1 delivery. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right. Bautista is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Michael Saunders will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Pitch on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The shortstop, number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. You just fire that thing in there.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Kevin Pillar is on deck. And ball 4. So down to first goes Tulowitzki.
And you know what? You hate giving up walks, but with a 1-run lead and a guy like this up there, better to put him on first than to challenge him and give him a shot to tie the ball game.
Kevin Pillar ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Runner at first here. 1 man out. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Runners off for second. That evens it up. 1-1. He's running again. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, I would think he was due just to pitch an inning or so, but he's pitching pretty darn well. So why not stretch him out a bit? It's been working so far.
Josh Donaldson steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And another foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The batter, number 10.
So stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
The 0-1 pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he will beat the tag, safe at the plate. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Sent out to straightaway center field. Santana has a read on it, and that retires the side. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1 to the bottom of the 6th inning, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Steve Delabar will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 50, Steve Delabar.
Eddie Rosario will stand in to lead things off here in, can you believe it, a tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The 0-1 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Line towards center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
In now, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. On the ground up the middle. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for Minnesota, center fielder, Danny Santana.
Danny Santana will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone. 2 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. We'll see the dangerous Jose Bautista when we come back. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. And here is Jose Bautista now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Right fielder, Jose Bautista.
Ryan Presley is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
57, Ryan Presley.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hit back up the middle. There is Dozier. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Chris Colabello.
Chris Colabello ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. One and one, here it is. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
I really couldn't ask for much more out of a 7th inning guy. He's come in, throwing a bunch of strikes, and he's got 2 quick outs to show for it here with the score still tied.
Devin Travis stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Eduardo Nunez will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Line softly out toward left center, and that's going to be a base hit. So the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the seventh.
A good sign here to start the home seventh. He finds a pitch to his liking there, and now the go-ahead run's on base to kick off the inning.
Miguel Sano gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Comes set, now the pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Had a pretty good lead right there.
3-0 now. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. This is in the air out to right. Bautista over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and he'll be disappointed with that at-bat. This is a 3-0 pitch, and it's pretty much on the corner. There's no reason to swing at that unless it's in your happy zone, and he winds up lofting an easy routine fly ball. That's a giveaway at-bat.
Brian Dozier will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Bautista, still going back. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, and it's now an 8-6 ball game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Brett Cecil will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th.
Brett Cecil.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Eduardo Escobar standing in. Down the third baseline. Donaldson with a sliding stop. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
Now batting, third baseman, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Two out, nobody on. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Twins 8, the Blue Jays 6. Russell Martin comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Michael Saunders stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Here's the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 0-2 home. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
And now a pitch on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
One and one. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Kevin Pillar will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swinging a high chopper. He's got it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Both of these guys at the top of the lineup can put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here, he beats this one out, and that's going to be ruled an infield single.
Josh Donaldson will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And this is taken outside for ball one.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
The 1-0 delivery. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Liner towards second, and that one zips on through as he was in position, but he couldn't knock it down. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now an 8-7 ball game.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but these straight singles will do the job as well.
Edwin Encarnacion steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Tommy Malone will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Tommy Malone.
And now a sharply hit ball toward the right side as this gets foul past the coaching box. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Looking to minimize the damage here. On the ground to third. Kluth has it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Twins 8 and the Blue Jays 7. Joe Mauer digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Cecil's ready. 1-1 on its way. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, you never want to hit a guy leading off an inning, but you especially don't want to do it with 2 strikes on him already. Those have a tendency to come back and haunt you later on.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
And you know he doesn't want to follow up that hit by pitch with a walk to the next guy. So if I'm hitting, I'm sitting dead red fastball on 3-1.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Tulowitzki for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, the one thing this guy definitely has coming in out of the bullpen is that hard sinking fastball. And here it is in all its glory as he gets the big double play ball to take away the pressure.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard up the middle. Tulowitzki comes up with it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Twins retired in short order. They hold on to their slim 8-7 lead. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Jose Bautista, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 15, Glenn Perkins.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number one.
Now to the plate, Chris Colabello. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Perkins is ready. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
A good job to get on base there as the tying run. Well, now, it wouldn't surprise me to see a pinch runner here so they can get a little speed out there at first.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Devin Travis comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. He's set, and the pitch. Runners going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Runner at second here with one man out. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
I love a guy that comes in late in the game and shows emotion on the mound. You got a guy in scoring position. You come up with a big punch out like that one right there, you better be fired up.
Russell Martin now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2, so the Blue Jays are down to their final strike now.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 8-7. Good night from Minneapolis.